Hey everybody, this is Mr. Dunlow. Wanted to let everybody from PA's faculty, staff, students know about an event that's coming up this Thursday, May 28th at 3 p.m. right here. It's going to be hosted on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/c/Hunter Dunlow. And if you're watching this now, you're probably on that channel anyway. Well, it's gonna be like the positive monthly assemblies that we've been having in the morning for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, but this time it's going to be all grades at the same time. It's going to be about the length of the normal. It's 30 to 45-minute length show. We're going to have some silly performances. We're going to show off some talents. We're going to give awards to staff and students. You can access it on any device, anywhere. Use your school account. Get in the chat and have some fun. Say hey to your friends. Should be a good time. We hope everybody will be able to join us. It's Thursday at 3 p.m. See ya. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Dunlow here to explain your week 5 assignment. Like I find myself saying pretty much every week, if you have any questions, go through and check out the assignment, check out this video, let your teachers know whatever questions you have, and make sure you pay attention to the part about how to share your document and fill out the form. We have hundreds of you guys successfully turning in assignments, so I think hopefully it makes a lot of sense and it's easy peasy. Alright, today your assignment is about main idea and supporting details. Step 1, we have a little video we want you to watch. This week the topic of the stuff you're reading is all about sleep, which I think is an interesting topic to study human sleep patterns and stuff like that. Watch this YouTube video. It says, as you watch the video, make a note of statements that you find interesting. There's 3 little boxes. You can do it on paper or in the boxes. And then these are just questions to think about. This is sort of like an introduction. Consider your own sleep habits. Are you a night owl or an early bird? How do your sleep habits affect the things you're required to do each day? Maybe that's changed in the situation we're in. Maybe think about school, whatever. All right, so step 2, to get a little more instruction and information on this, is step 2, the Explorer section, and my document's jumping all over the place like crazy. All right, visit that website right there from Scholastic, and again, this is a little different format, but share 3 interesting things that you learned about, and you can just write it in the table below. All right, if you have a writer's notebook you're still keeping for your teacher's class, you can put in that too. That's basically for you to reflect. All right, so then we have a video called Main Idea and Supporting Details. It says, watch this instructional video as a review of how to find the topic, main idea, and supporting details in a nonfiction text selection. So basically the topic is just the general what's it about. The main idea is a short statement of the most important idea in the article, and then the supporting details prove that you're right. All right, step 3, the explain section. It says review the following article. It's talking about the article you're going to see right here in step 3. Notice that the topic, main idea, and supporting details have all been identified already. So this is what you're going to do on your assignment today, but we're having you just read this, and you can even just watch me do it right now or go read it yourself. All right, so this article says puppy battles big snakes. A beagle puppy versus giant python in Homestead, Florida. I can't talk today. It sounded like I was talking about hockey for a second. Beagle puppy versus giant python. It sounds like an unfair fight, but Python Pete will soon have snakes slithering for safety. The 2-year-old beagle is training to sniff out the Burmese pythons that threaten to overrun Florida's Everglades National Park. Reptiles on the loose. The snakes, which can grow 20 feet long, have been illegally released by pet owners who didn't realize how large their baby snakes would become. The giant pythons are now breeding in the national park and preying on native animals. Tracking the scent. Get it? The section like it's scent like the S's. Haha. Bamunch. I thought it was funny. Python Pete will track down the giant snakes so that they can be captured and removed by humans. To teach tracking skills, trainer Lori Obenhofer puts snakes in burlap sacks and drags them around to lay down a scent. Pete still wants to jump on the snakes like he's playing with them, says Oberhofer. So she's training the dog to bark at the snakes from a safe distance, which is a good idea. No one wants his future python tracker to become a snake snack. So, our topic was Python Pete. All right, and then the main idea tells us what in the world Python Pete is, what that means. Python Pete's a beagle trained to sniff out dangerous snakes. The supporting details: many pythons have been released illegally in Florida, and they're overrunning the Everglades National Park. Python Pete is learning to find these snakes by learning how to find the snake's scent, and Python Pete is trained to bark at the snakes and not jump on them, which would be dangerous. So the supporting details are very specific things that happen in the article. That's your tech support that sort of backs you up, right? So that article had nothing to do with sleep. The one that's going to go back to having something to do with sleep is the one you're going to do yourself. So it says, click here to make a copy of the doc you'll be submitting to your teacher, and then it's going to open a document that looks like this, where you read an article called The Science of Sleep. It's going to link to a PDF. You can skip the section at the end where it says about the authors. It looks like a 4-page PDF, but the first page is like a huge, just like almost cover page. And then the second page has like an image taking up half of it. And then the end has an about the author section. So it's really just a little over a 2-page PDF. Probably shorter than the week 4 reading. As you read, complete the following information to demonstrate that you are able to identify the topic, main idea, and supporting details. It's just like the thing we just did about Python Pete. So you figure out the topic of the article, come up with supporting details that prove that you are stating the main idea, just like a 1-sentence statement of what the article is about. And then the next part says use the notes you placed in the graphic organizer in step 4. All right, so step 4 was right here. All right, I'm even going to take that out. I'm just going to say the graphic organizer above, because the steps numbered, we tried to consolidate it all into one document. All right. Use the information you put in the graphic organizer, and I think the jumpiness in the document is due to my computer just being absolutely crazy. All right. I'll fix that later. All right, so you use the notes you placed in the graphic organizer to write a summary paragraph about the article, The Science of Sleep. All right, I'm just going to say the graphic organizer above if my keyboard ever responds to me. I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. All right, so you write a 1-paragraph summary. So why it's important to be able to identify supporting details is to help you come up with the main idea. And if you can come up with the main idea of an article, then you can probably write a summary of the article. And so you guys know a summary is a little more detailed, I guess, summarization of what the article is about. But it's not even super long. It's not like a full movie review recap of the article or whatever. You're just going to write 1 paragraph summarizing what the article is about. All right, cool. So then your reflection question about this concept is, in 1 to 2 sentences, explain how using the details in the graphic organizer helped you write a summary of the article. And then, like we've been saying, every single week you're going to go click share, and you need to make sure your sharing settings say anyone in Virginia Beach City Public Schools with a link can edit. Make sure you give your teacher a link they can access. All you have to do is do what I'm about to do right here. And my internet's going so slow from my house that I'm just going to literally. Oh, I thought I had time to go get a cup of coffee. All right. So you go get shareable link. I was trying to be funny and I expected it to still be. All right. Look at this. Anyone with Virginia Beach City Public Schools with the link can edit. And then you copy the link by pushing copy link. And then you go back to the hyperdoc. The next section says reflect, but we went ahead and put that in the document already. And then you go down here to where it says share. It says click here to turn in your link. That's going to open up a Google form. And then you paste your link into this Google form. It should work every single time if you do it this way. There we go. All right. Cool. I'm just going to stare. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to stare at the camera while it loads the form. I don't know if it's because everybody in the neighborhood is working from home now. My internet does this all the time. It actually works better on my Chromebook, but I can't really record the video on the Chromebook, so hopefully it's working fine for you on your Chromebook. That's pretty much it for the week, y'all. This is going to end up being one of my shorter videos because I think procedurally everybody knows the deal. The only other thing while my form loads to show you how to turn it in, I do want to talk about the extend activity this week. I know some of you guys have been doing these optional activities and sending them to your teachers. I think this one is really not that much work, but could be really cool. The articles are going to be way more interesting than my video. This week's article based, not really me based. I'm just here to walk you through it. So this is an optional self-experiment tracking your sleep. Use the following doc to record your sleep patterns for 5 days. I guess I should have written nights. I don't know. And then answer the questions at the top of the document. I think it will be really interesting if you choose to take on the task. So please share it with your teacher if you do it. Basically, you just record what you did before you went to sleep, how long you slept. It's a quick little chart. I think it'll be interesting to think about that. All right, so let's go back to the Google form because before you do that optional task, you should use the Google form that you can't see right now. I'm going to give you a second coffee drink. This my wife made me an iced coffee today. It's pretty good. It's something going around like the social media. It's something you can whip up like instant coffee and ice or something, and it makes a little